Hey guys, welcome to Tycoon Thursday. It's Tycoon Thursday together with Sean and Rash. How many of you are excited for Tycoon Thursday, my friends? If you're excited for Tycoon Thursday, let me know in the comment section. Type in Tycoons. Type in Tycoon. Who wants to be a Tycoon? Type in Tycoon, my friends. Let's wait for people to come in. Come on now, Tycoon. Sean, are you excited for today, bro?
Yes, man. I got my sound system ready for some sound effects if you want. If you want,
What is this, bro?
what sound effects? Are you able to hear my sound effects?
Can, bro.
Cool.
Okay, that's the Tycoon. Bro, we should have a proper intro music, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, which one you? Tycoon Thursday. We're the man. Come on, do a rap.
dude, we totally should do that, bro. We totally should do a Tycoon Thursday rap.
Tycoon Thursday rap. Yeah.
How
I think
many of
after that there will be no more followers.
Guys, how many of you would love a Tycoon Thursday rap? Smash some love. Shaw's got the sound effects going on.
Right.
Tycoon Thursday rap gonna come to you real soon. Me and Shaw gonna create some raps. We're gonna let you all know. People are celebrating for us. Oh man, how many of you all love this so far? All right, people are coming in, people are streaming in. Okay, so what we're gonna do right now is this, right? We're gonna review what we talked about last week. We're gonna get into the meat. We're gonna share about options. We're gonna share about a whole bunch of stuff today. A lot to actually cover. I am so excited, right? I am extremely excited. I hope you're excited as well. If you're excited, smash the like button. Smash the like button, my friends, and type in excited. Type in I'm excited. Fantastic, right? Awesome. Oh, I see the comments coming through. Chin, I see your comment. Oh, Mark Teo, I see your comment. Absolutely fantastic. Anyways, so guys, I want to share with you something very, very important. Today, right?
Mhm.
Last week, what we talked about was building a portfolio for your kids. We
That's
talked about our Lil Investors Club. I talked about my vision in building Lil Investors Club. I talked about Daksha, the whole kids for kids, talking about investing.
The guy is crazy. The guy is super crazy, man, Daksha. I mean, I saw the way that he talked about investing. He has a very brilliant mind. And I want to share something. Because I think that investing is not just about money, guys. It's a lot about character. A lot of people, they can say a lot of things, but when you put your money where your mouth is, right, it shows a lot of character. So when you train your kids in investing, when you train yourself in investing, right, you are training a lot on character. This is what I believe a lot.
Dude, but what's even better? What was remarkable was this. So recently, I actually had the opportunity to go and talk to his father to understand the father's motivation behind, right?
Right.
I talked to the father, and it was very interesting because honestly speaking, like obviously the capital he didn't get for himself. His father actually gave him his seed capital and stuff. And the father, his mindset very simply was this: he gave him a seed capital of $5,000, but he told his son, I don't care whether it goes to zero or whether it brings up to 10,000. I just want you to learn. Even if you lose everything, make sure you learn a lesson. And he had this mindset of, I'm going to put this aside. This is for your learning. Go and use it. Invest your money. But I have one. He said this one thing, and it really inspired me so much. He said this. He said, son, the most important thing is you never quit. I want you, even if you lose money, even if you do whatever it is, never ever quit. Don't stop. That was his only requirement. And I was like, wow, it's like our Father in heaven, like he tells us, like,
That's right.
like, hey man, it's okay if you make mistakes, right? It's okay if you make mistakes, like, but hey, guess what? Like, I don't want you to give up. And I still love you no matter what. I still love you no matter what. And that was the mindset of the father. The mindset of the father was telling, hey, oh man, it was so beautiful, bro. When I heard that, I had chills. I was like, wow, what a supportive father. And because of that supportive environment, the child will succeed as well. It was so beautiful, bro.
It reminds me of, there's this very famous book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Robert Kiyosaki, he attributes a lot of his success to this particular rich dad, who is not really his dad. Because his own personal dad, right, didn't really believe in like investing, didn't really believe in like wealth building. So it's more like a traditional route, which has nothing wrong. But the rich dad gave him another perspective. And when there's a supportive family member looking after you, that's why he called this gentleman his rich dad. And the cool thing is, like what Rash mentioned, I mean, if your family isn't like this, it's okay. There's still a Father in heaven who says that in your weakness, that's where you become strong. because that's where he can work through you. This is amazing.
Wow. So beautiful, man. So beautiful. And man, it's so blessed that Daksha has a earthly father who was so supportive and really supported him. And I believe that, guys, if you are a father yourself, if you are kids, it's very, very important to bring them up, well, to actually teach them the ways of, proper finance, biblical finance, how to actually govern your money, how to actually, not be a slave to money, but be a master of your money, right? So these are the principles that Daksha is learning at a young age. Imagine if your kids learn these principles at a young age. Sean, did you know these principles when you were so young?
Actually, I would say, right, I'm very, very blessed. My parents, they don't really invest, but they have a lot of very strong attributes that help me. I can say, if I were to use a like a word that people normally say, right, I'm really very lucky. I can tell I'm very lucky. I do not have any lack when I'm young, and my parents were very, very good role models in terms of being good stewards of money. They don't anyhow spend. They actually do explain like why they spend certain money. They also do not what do you call that, like bash out other people who has money. So it's like they're very neutral about it. So it gives me a certain neutral ground to build wealth subsequently. So,
Bro,
I
know your father is a superb investor. Like, he invests Robert
my
Allen.
father is crazy.
Yeah.
You see, my father, after he retired from the military, he's a civil servant. He's a civil servant. All his life, he has been working to the point, to the day of retirement. He finished working. He take his retirement sum, and then he asked what's next. And then he opened up his mind. He went to attend seminars. He went to learn from this guy called Robert G. Allen. He went all the way to US. He paid 5-figure to go and learn from him, and he buy like multiple streams of like multiple houses, and he was so open to everything. I mean, when you have a father like that, right? I mean, an actual role model like that, then okay, just do it. It's like just so. Yeah, it is so safe to actually follow someone who has been there, right? Especially if the person is let's say someone of authority of your father. I think it's very important.
Wow, that's great. No, good. Very, very, very interesting. I actually have this quote right here, and it says this, right? I don't know if you can actually see. It says, "You are never too old to set another goal or dream a new dream." It's by C.S. Lewis.
Oh, I love it. You're never too old.
You're never too old, right? Like, again, like your father is. I don't know how young or how old is your father, bro.
Well, he is he's more than 60 over years old already. But I can tell you this, I bet you guys he can outrun many of you. He can outrun many of you. Yeah, 65. Well, he's very fit. Every day he's working out. So it imprints when you train a child when they are young, right? When they grow old, it cannot get out of their head.
I tell you something. It's so interesting how your father and my father are very, very similar, and it's so interesting how like these attributes that our fathers pass down to us, like lead us in success in many different areas as well, right? Like dude, for my father, he wakes up every day 5 o'clock. First thing he does, he prays, he works out. My dad, bro. He works out, he gets done. And bro, like I grew up watching that, right? He set an example. I grew up watching that, and I saw that. My father was the one, many years ago, who actually had, bodybuilding magazines, and he would show me, hey, son, you see this man.
Oh, okay.
And I saw that, and all of this, like, bro, I share you an interesting story, right? I was in kindergarten, and my teacher asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I drew a muscle man.
Okay.
And then the teacher told me, you don't understand the exercise. I say, what you want to be? Then I say, I draw a muscle man. I want to be muscle man. She said, you don't understand the thing. I was like, I don't know. My father's I just want to become muscle man like my father's magazine. Right? So that was how I got influenced very, very interestingly to go to the gym, to train, and like how the gym changed my life, right? Like I'm known as six-pack investor for a reason. The gym taught me discipline, the gym taught me consistency, taught me everything, and it's all because of my father, right? And because of what he implanted, the seeds that he planted in me when I was a very, very young boy. So guys, I think the reason why we're sharing this is very, very simply, what are the seeds that you're planting in the future generations? Right. Like if you're a new father, for example, what are the seeds they are planting, right? If you're blessed enough to be an uncle or an auntie to a kid, a nephew, you have a nephew or a niece, what are the seeds they are planting in them? Hey guys, understand this one thing: the seeds that you plant in your kids, the seeds that you plant in your future generation will be the trees of tomorrow. They'll be the trees of tomorrow. And hey man,
that's right.
If you want to break the curse of poverty, if you want to actually get out of this entire thing, hey, plant the proper seeds. And that's the reason why we talked about Little Investors Club and how important it is, because sometimes I understand, sometimes as a father, sometimes it might be a little bit hard to kind of force something down your kid's throat, because they're like, oh dad, who are you? But sometimes when you have somebody external, then they might listen and go like, oh wow, it's very interesting, lah, bro.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
share
You
with
teach them by your example. I think by your example is the most important. Yep.
I'll share with you something very, very interesting. So I tell you this story.
Ah.
So when I was 17 years old, right? My dad told me it was around this point of my life when my dad told me, son, you must learn about stock market. You see all these people who are rich, wow, you see they all are investing in stocks. You must learn about stock market. And every time he'll send me links, bro. He'll send me links. He say, hey, look at this link, look at that link. Then I will look, I'll see, bro. I will see this link, I'll see that link, I'll see this link, I'll click on it. Then every time I just delete the email. I just delete it. I say, yeah, don't disturb me lah. They don't disturb me. And then one fine day, bro, I go to National Achievers Congress and I see Sean Sia. And then I came back home and I said, wow, I want to invest. Wow, this fella, wow, so interesting. Wow, can invest like that. Wow, earnings per share. And then my father said, hey, I tell you this so long already. I said, you got me?
Yeah. Sometimes it takes another person, right?
It takes another person, and then that person for me was you, right? And then he came, he listened, he's like, I tell you this so long already. Then I was like, then after that, he told me, but you go pay yourself. And I said, yeah. Okay, I'll pay myself.
But I want to say your father didn't waste his effort, you see. So I guess all the seeds are planted, and it was ready for that moment. Maybe if let's say he didn't tell you for so long, right? It wasn't planted there. When you see a time, it may not have clicked.
That's true.
Attribute to that, yeah.
That's a very, very good point. Very good point. Absolutely, man. Because he planted those seeds, right? So even though I took the seed, I threw it away. I took the seed, I tried to throw it away. But I couldn't deny. The destiny was meant to find me, right? Like it was meant to come back to me. And hey, man, and that person for me was you, right? When I actually first came, I put all my money aside. Like, that's my story, guys, right? Like, I put my entire life savings, I put it all into this program, which once cost about $3,000-$4,000. And I said, hey, you know what? I want to go and learn about investing. I chose the path of investing and learning about investing and business from actual investors and business people instead of going to like a university path. That's why I chose. Like, so I didn't go down the path of university. I chose that path. And hey, man, I took the path less, walked by. I took that path less taken by, and it really changed my life. It truly helped me a lot, right? So again, very, very important. And a lot of people always ask me, guys, I just want to share this very, very openly. A lot of people always ask me, hey, Resh, so how do you start your investing journey? Do you lose a lot of money at the beginning? And I don't have that story, bro. I don't have the story, right? A lot of people always say, hey, on the interview, people ask me, oh, so how, Resh, do you start and do you lose a lot of money? And I'm like, sorry, but I don't have that story. Then they say, how come? Then I was like, because I found the right mentor from the start.
This is so funny. They ask you how come. They say, cannot, you must lose some money before you deserve to make, right?
Exactly. They're like, no, you did. I thought, the story, you lose money. I'm like, I never, bro. I'm never, like, eventually, of course, I lost money along the way and whatever lah. It's part and parcel of the game. But initially, initially, I didn't crash. And the reason I didn't crash very simply was because I found the right people from the very beginning, right? So guys, if you have kids right now, from the very, very beginning, if you want to teach them, you want to get them into the proper mentors, I say this unashamedly, like I say this without any fear and I say this with full conviction. If you send them to like Daksha, if you send them to, like, I'm the one mentoring him, I'm the one behind the scenes. If you send them to us, I believe they will be in good hands. I truly, truly believe that. And there's no doubt lah. I don't have a doubt. So again, if you want to sign up for Little Investors Club for your kids, like, feel free, guys. Feel absolutely free to sign them up, because it will change your children's life, and I believe it will change the future of our country and our world as well. That's what I truly believe from the bottom of my heart. All right. Anyways, let's get on to today. I think you guys have learned plenty of good lessons as well, right? But let's get on to today. So Sean, today's topic, I want to actually talk about investing as a couple. Right. So last week about importance of your children and stuff like that. But hey, man, before the children come, I believe you need to meet somebody special, huh?
That's right.
You need to meet your significant other before any children pop up. They cannot pop up from the sky, right? And for you, again, I'm very, very blessed, guys. If you all know our story, like, very, very interestingly, Sean and myself, I've known him for the last nearly about 10 years now, coming to about 10 years already. Coming close to 10 years already. But hey, man, we've kind of progressed, and Sean is very, very soon going to be my bro.
Bro, I'm going to be a bro. How do we define the relationship? So he's marrying my cousin. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's my cousin-in-law, correct? in-law. We are cousin in grace, cousin in love. Okay.
Cousin in love, right? So we're gonna be cousins, something like that, lah. Right? I'm basically
That's
marrying
right.
my cousin very soon.
Basically, he needs to give ang pao to my kids next time. So that's the most important thing.
Hey, I don't mind, man. I'll give ang pao with grace. I'll give it with love. I can't wait, bro. That'll be such a blessing to give. Anyways, I just want to say that, Sean, seriously, man, bro. So we've progressed so much. I was once a student. Now we're business partners. We're talking all over the world together, and very soon, right? I will be married to his beautiful Winnie. I love you, Winnie. Right? I'm gonna be married to Winnie, who's his cousin as well, right? So again, I'm wanting to learn lessons as well, like how do I manage finances as a couple? Because guys, that's a very important thing. If you don't know this already, majority of divorces happen because of one thing. Sean, you know why, right?
Yeah, actually, statistics shows that it's a lot because of finances. A lot. They say that it's a lot of other things, right? But the money pressure actually leads to a lot of other issues.
Absolutely, man. Money pressure leads to a lot of things. Like and yeah, man. A lot of couples kind of fight over money, and a lot of quarrels happen because, hey, why are you doing, why are you doing the money? Why don't I manage the money? We don't have enough money. Not enough. And that's a constant struggle, and that leads to a lot of divorces. And it's very sad. You might be going through it. I don't know. You might be going through it, but hey, guess what? There is a solution if you learn how to do it properly, right? If you learn how to do it properly. So Sean, can you bring us back? Tell us your story about how you met Kai Ling and how this entire thing. Like you had these dreams, man. I know you were in the army. Tell us the story, bro.
Right. I got a picture here, the slide here. If you can.
Okay, let me just put it up. Okay, there you go.
Right. So you realize that this picture is it's actually my wedding picture, and my wedding picture. I mean, we took it in front of the Temasek Junior College. So I know we say that traditionally going to school doesn't really make you wealthy, correct? But in this case, I found my greatest investment and also investor in the Temasek Junior College. That's where I met my wife, like when I was in junior college. That was like 18 years old, correct? 17, 18 years old. Yeah, and we got to know each other back then, and very interesting. I think the first step is really to create a vision together. Now, when we were still dating, correct, after our A-levels, before I went to the military, I remember there was one time, no joke, we were sitting down, we had a piece of A4 size paper, we drew a timeline. We just drew a line across, and then we started to say, okay, this is when we are 19 years old, 20 years old, 21 years old, and we keep drawing. I remember it was a 7-year timeline, and we say, oh, by then I'll be out of army, she will be in university, and then what's going to happen? And we actually plan to get married when, we plan to have children when, and things like that. So this piece of paper, actually my wife, Kai Ling, kept it, and after that, right, I never seen the paper ever again until we shifted to our second home. So when we shifted to our second home, right, it was actually 7 years later, Yeah, was it? No. Okay, sorry. It was actually past the 7-year mark already. Okay, so when we shifted to the first home. Our first home. It was 7 years later. We actually got married. We actually got married at the age of 25. I better remember the dates correctly, man. You better.
Married 25?
Yeah. I got married I proposed at the age of 25, 26. Yeah, 26 we got married. And then when we took the piece of paper, right, the timeline was exactly somewhere there. Now, I'm not saying that after you write it down, then things will magically happen. But when as a couple, right, when you set goals together and when you have a vision together on what your life is supposed to be like, right, I think subconsciously we work towards it together. So amidst all the difficulties, I don't know whether have you guys been through that, where there's separation, because I was in the military for 2 years, correct? There's not a lot of time we can spend together. It was a difficult time. She went to a new environment. I had my own insecurities and things like that, but we work it through. And so after that, right, when we found a piece of paper, then we check against the timeline, right? Wow, it was very accurate, very accurate. Like when we want to get married, when we have our house, it was actually based on that piece of paper. I know some of you may have watched The Secret about visualization and things like that. I have my own take about that, but I believe that creating a vision is very powerful. And when you create a vision together, right, the power actually increases a lot because there is a lot of momentum and you have a partner together with you to do that. It's very powerful. So this is the first principle. Yeah.
I want to ask you a question. So again, guys, the first principle is create a vision.
Right.
Create vision together. Sean, is there a timeline? So 7 years? Do you mean 7 years?
Somehow we always do 7 years. So actually every birthday, every anniversary, which by the way is 25th of June. Okay. So anniversary, right? We will come together, we will create a timeline together. I remember we wrote it on different pieces of paper. There was once We went to a restaurant. It was at Saddlers Club in Bukit Timah, where the horses were, correct? We were at the restaurant, and we forgot to bring any piece of paper. We wrote it behind the table mat. What do you call that? The thing that they put on the table, the piece of paper. We wrote it behind, and again 7 years. And this time, each time we do it right, it becomes clearer. We talk about finances. We talk about how much savings we want to have. We talk about how we want to actually grow in church. We talk about how we want to actually like exercise together and things like that. And things actually become more and more aligned. It is not to say we agree upon everything, but it is very interesting. Later I'll show you a picture. I want to tell something. For me, I've always been a sports person. I played badminton. Kai Ling, she's a librarian. She's in choir. It's all the more cultural stuff, huh?
Opposite from you,
Opposite from me. So I have a vision in my mind. I have a vision in my mind that one day we can exercise together. We can sweat out together. But I don't see how is it going to come true. I don't see, because you tell her about or running, right? Or I tell her, she will just say no, firmly say no, and I don't want to probe too much into it, But later, the final picture I show you guys, right? She's actually like even exercising together. It is just a vision creator, It is very, very important.
Sean,
right? So I think 7 years is a very, I don't know why 7 years, Maybe it's 7 years. Yes.
Actually,
I think it's a little bit biblical also, like
perfection.
Yep.
Bro, actually it's very, very interesting, very, very interesting.
Yep. Seven is a very interesting number.
No, I want to share with you something. I think this story is very powerful, bro. Right, bro? Can you bring down the screen for? I want to ask you this question. I remember last time you shared about this story about what triggered you to invest, and it was because of your child, and what happened. You were coming back home, and your wife was, can you share, if you don't mind? Can you share that story? You remember that?
Yes. Okay. So he actually progressed, meaning to say after I got married, then I was in the military.
Yep. Okay. Anyways, so I asked you the question again, bro. Okay. So anyway, so Sean, could you just share the story? I remember there's a very, very interesting, very touching story where you shared about how you went to work and then you came back, and what happened to your son. Could you share that story?
To my son? Okay.
As in the you had to induce birth and stuff like that. You wanted to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, correct. So okay. Now, I'm a military officer. When I got married, so I mean, as a military officer, right, I actually do enjoy my job a lot. It's just that the working hours is very long. So at that point in time, I wouldn't say it's a very sad story, but I really started thinking about because I spend a lot of time at work, and at work I want to feel responsible to my people also, correct? But every hour that I spend after work, at work, I'm actually taking away time from family. So I began to realize my wife is always at home alone. But one of the trigger point, right, was when we have our first child, and the doctor told us that the expected date of delivery is at this particular day. Okay, this particular day we are expecting him to be delivered. So when I look at the date and I say, wow, it's not a good time to get delivered. And the reason is because I'm going to be in the field camp. Meaning to say I'm going to be out in the jungles doing my work. And I say that I don't want you to be at home alone without anyone taking care of you guys. So I say, so we actually asked the doctor what we can do, and she said you can induce the baby, meaning to say allow the baby to be born earlier, which is not the healthiest for the baby, So at that point in time, I say I guess that's the best choice, because rather than my wife be alone and stuff like that. So we actually induced the baby, and I actually felt very guilty. I said that I'm actually sacrificing my son's health because of work. I said, could there be a choice where I don't need to do that? And at that point in time, I decided I need to find other choices. It's not that I want to quit my job totally, but I want to have a certain point in time. If let's say I need to take a sabbatical 1 year without pay, and I come back later, right, I got enough money to sustain myself, because maybe that 1 year my family may need me. So that's why I decided, I need to do something.
So Sean, it's very, very interesting. We had this conversation about your why, and your why should be so important, right?
Very important.
Your why is strong enough, the how will figure out itself. You see, guys, Sean was stuck in the military. I don't know how many of you can relate, right? He was having to work hectic hours, long hours, and he didn't want to be in that space, right? It got to
Right.
a point where he had this trigger event where he's like, do I really have to
Sacrifice, right?
sacrifice so much to just because of work when it comes to my son's health? And that was a trigger point, and that made him want to really, really focus on becoming financially free so that he wouldn't have to worry about finances and a job affecting him and his family. I think that's so powerful, guys. My question to you is this: what is your why? What
Right.
is your why that will push you to do whatever it takes to achieve success? Whatever it
That's right.
takes. Let
That's
me
right.
ask you the question.
It's that's very, very important. And it's very interesting. A lot of people tell me their why is because they hate their job. Now, the thing is, for me, it's opposite. I actually love my job. Okay, I mean, if you can pull up the picture again,
Sure.
I'm very proud of my job. So this is my wedding, and my wedding has the most sword bearer ever. I don't know whether you have seen any people like carrying sword, a military wedding. You are not supposed to have actually more than 4. I have the sword bearers.
Pause right there, bro. Do you know that this was my dream, bro?
You did mention you want to be an officer. I didn't know it was your dream to like have a military wedding.
Dude, I
Really?
tell you, the reason why I wanted to become an officer was because,
Yeah.
dude, this is deja vu, man. Was
Serious?
because I wanted, dude, bro, I'm not joking, bro. The reason why is because I wanted to wear the number 1 at my wedding. That was my dream, bro. I thought that was so cool to have a wedding picture where you're in your number 1 uniform. Like, that was my dream, bro.
I don't know whether you can wear the number 1, but
No, I think the number
actually I
one
don't.
uniform,
Huh? So
This
yeah,
number
you-
one?
yeah. This number one. So yeah, but it's beautiful, and I think I was proud of my job. Hey, by the way, I showed something at my wedding. Do you see this picture over here? I was in my number 1, all my badges. I actually go and get extra badges so that on my wedding you'll be very nice. Hey, do you see this little girl beside me? I don't know whether you recognize
The little girl is Winnie, yeah.
this little girl.
Are you serious?
Maybe not. I don't know. No lah. It is Winnie. It's Winnie.
Wow, look at Winnie. I can't even recognize it. Serious.
Yeah. So changed so much. So I mean, just I put on the picture just for fun. But anyway,
who's the little girl, bro? Beside KJ. Beside KJ, who's that girl?
beside KJ, this little girl, another of the cousin.
Oh,
frankly, I
cousin.
don't know her name. Sorry.
Continue.
Yeah. So I wanted to share that. I want to share that for me, I was actually very proud of my job. But sometimes you must know, sometimes, right, to get something great, you have to give us something good. Okay? A lot of people, I don't know, it's more like a push factor. I hate my job, that's why I want to go something else. For me, I love my job, but I want something greater, which is time with my family and do a lot of more things that I want. So that's why I decided to do that. And I want to share with you one of my first few investment, right? After I got married, after I decided I want to do something for my family, it was this investment. I don't know whether you have seen this before. This particular picture is not taken by me. I found it from Google, but this is an office in Toa Payoh. Have you heard of this company before?
Yes, Sunshine Empire.
Sunshine Empire. I can tell you this. It was a very sad time for me now. I lost a lot of money there. And I told my wife, I said, hey, let's go to the office and see whether I can get back the money or not. So it was in HDB hub. I remember the particular leave, everything, because the impact was so huge. So I brought my wife up there, and then after that we went into the office. Wow, I say the office building so nice. Then we I mean, subsequently we know we cannot get the money back already. But you know what? I want to share with you something interesting. So throughout the whole entire thing, right, my wife never ever say anything bad about me. I mean, she never even scolded me. She never said, "Hey, why you so stupid" or anything like that. Never ever once, In fact, I was the one bashing myself. I said, "Wow, all the hard-earned money gone and everything." And I asked my wife, I asked Kaling, I said, "Hey, don't you like feel angry or anything?" Then she just looked at me and then she say, she said two things. She said, "Yeah, it's a bit wasted." But the way she say is like nothing like that. She said, "It's a bit wasted. It is about $20,000. I don't know how much is that to you guys, but to me it's like many months of my salary. She said, "Okay, it's a bit wasted. And then after that, she said something. She said, "It's okay, I know that you'll make it back." She has so much faith in me. When I don't even believe that I can really do it, I said, "Wow, I'm such a stupid investor." My due diligence in investing is to go and check their office. Wow, the office very nice, must be legit. And that's it. I don't know how to invest, and I lost a lot of money. And by the way, this is not the first time. I lost money a few times already. This is one of the biggest time, about $20,000. I signed for the highest package. the one that can make 20-30% per year one. So I lost the money. So I think it's very important. If you remember the wedding vow, through riches and through poverty, through sickness and in health, my wife actually did live out to that. I mean, but she did that not because of the vow. She did that because of love together. I think that's very important. So as partners, yeah, you're saying?
I want to say something, man. It's so, I think the philosophy behind, see, a lot of people always talk about money loss.
Yeah.
Oh, you lost this money. But I think Kai Ling understands one thing very, very important. There are greater things that you can lose than money.
Yeah, that's right. I don't ever remember her quarreling with me about money ever, It's like never. It's more like I never clean out my bed and things like that.
No, guys, I wanna ask you something. I wanna ask you a very, very important question. Is your relationship together, your spouse, more important, or is money loss more important? Like, what are you gonna put priority to? You see a lot of couples complain about money loss, but hey, understand is one thing, exactly what Kylie said. I believe you can make it back. Again, I think the most important thing is that is it a lesson learned? Are you gonna, learn from your mistakes and get better? I think that's the most important thing, right?
That's right.
I think it's so important, and I love Kylie for that, right? She understands that one thing, money can always be earned back. Again, guys, I personally, my own story, I learned this from a very, very young age, that there are so many more things that are more important than money, man. Money is our slaves, right? Money is a slave to me, right? Like, that's what it is to me. I'm the master of money, and I understand that, intrinsically, right? I understand it intrinsically. I know that whatever money, if I happen to lose in something, I know I can earn it back, right? I know I can earn it back, and that's an inherent, belief that I have in myself from a very, very young age, even when I had little to nothing. And it's so important as a couple, they both understand it. So obviously, maybe Sean didn't believe in himself so much, but Kylie had faith.
I didn't believe at the point in time where I lost a lot, you see. I mean, I initially believed I was very smart. Then when I lost, the belief was lost also.
Yeah. But hey, that's when your wife was there to believe in you, right? Sometimes when you don't believe, when you don't have any faith anymore, who's that person who's going to be there to believe for you? And I guess Kylie was there, man. And we're so blessed. Sean is so blessed to have Kylie.
Super blessed. Super blessed. Hey, by the way, I just want to encourage all my friends, right? In case you feel that, hey, but my spouse is different, or my partner is different, or my family is different. Now, it is also your own perspective. Although I did tell you that my parents are very supportive, my wife is very supportive, but it is not sunshine every single day. It is not, you see. There are certain things that they are not supportive as well, but I do remember the times that they are supportive a lot more. So this becomes my reality. And by the way, it is true that they are really supportive. And I just want to share something like, although my wife was supportive initially, right, she is not interested. Okay, what does it mean? She said, okay, money matters. You go and make, you go and make. You make, I spend. Okay, so this is our job. Scope. So I go and make money, she spend money. If I lose money, it's okay. I just go and make back, and then she spend. So I did tell her, hey, let's invest together, let's manage together. She felt that this is not my job, it's lazy. And you know what's the irony? The irony is she's an accountant, she's an auditor in the Big Four, but she's not interested. She retired after that. After we have the first child, she never do that anymore. But I keep talking to her about it. Don't give up. Just keep talking to your spouse about it, and also live out by action. Live out by action. Show that you're a better steward. And there was one turning point. So my investment journey was not good initially, but nobody bashed me out except for myself. Okay, I never tell my mom. Maybe my mom will kill me, but my wife never bashed me out. So that's the best thing. My wife is always very supportive. Then one day, one thing changed, and it was actually this particular picture. This particular picture was an anniversary of ours many years back. Like you can see, obviously I was much younger then. Well, my wife is very beautiful, correct? So this particular restaurant is called Kushinbo. It is in Suntec. We were having a buffet lunch. But I don't know whether can you all see at the side of this picture, there's this particular thing. Can you all see this?
What's that, man?
Nobody can recognize this. Okay, this is actually Cash Flow 101 board game.
Wow.
I don't know whether...
Cool.
It was the first time she played that game. I bought that game back. I'm always reading about investing, thinking about finances. And then one day, right, I just take the board game and I say, hey, you want to play the game during the lunchtime or not? Then we had 1 hour. Remember there was time limit. Okay, let's play the game. So initially she just played because it's anniversary. She wanted to make me happy. And she knows that I've always been asking her to play the game. So she played with me. In the midst of the game, right, there was an aha moment for her. She said, wow, I suddenly realized what is expenses, what is income in a personal finance way. She understood income, expenses, balance sheet, all this, right, as an accountant. But when it comes to personal life, right, this game enlightened her. I'm not totally. By the way, I do endorse that game. I think it's a very good game. I'm not saying that this game will change everyone's life, but I've seen this game change multiple people's life. But different people need different keys. Sometimes it's to attend a workshop, sometimes it's a talk, sometimes it's a game, sometimes it's a video. But I didn't give up. So it's like this game, after this game, right? We when we do the 7 years plan, remember we say 7 years plan, this time we included finances. We say, hey, how much asset we want to collect? And she began to ask me, hey, ST engineering, looks quite expensive. DBS looks very cheap. She began to talk to me about stocks, and then I began to teach her. And sometimes the investment results trash me now because she keeps things very simple. Sometimes I like to make things a bit more complicated. She keeps things simple. She makes a lot of money. DBS, she make more than 100% and things like that. But this was the defining picture where our family finances changed together because now we got a common language. I think having a common language on what is asset, liabilities, all is very, very powerful, super powerful. After that, it is no turning back already.
Well, bro, guys, I want y'all to do me a favor, all right? Guys, if you are finding this powerful, can you please type in powerful in the comment section? Type in powerful right now. Type in powerful. I'm so mesmerized. I'm listening to Sean and I'm like, wow, incredible stuff, man. Type in powerful. And I want you to do me a favor right now. If you know this will benefit couples out there, if you know this will change the lives of your friends and your friends who are couples, or even for your own spouse, can you do me a favor? I want you to share this video. Share this video because you care. If you care, I want you to share this video right now because, guys, I'm telling you, this information that we are both sharing currently right now, guys, if people just apply this, right, having a 7-year vision, speaking common language, finding games to play together, adapting, all of that stuff, having a supportive spouse, the language of money, all of that, oh man, if they understand that, guys, you all must understand, right? If people understand this, divorce rates will go down. Couples will be financially joyful. Life will change. This is a life transforming message, my friends. If you get that, please share this message and let me know if you shared this message right now. Type in share, type in share, type in share. All right, share it. Thank you very much for sharing, my friends. Thank you. Sean, please continue. Bro, can I before you continue, can I just share something, bro?
Yeah.
When you're talking, it is speaking to me, this is speaking to my soul. You know why?
Because you got a very rich wife. And
because Winnie is living up to be Kylie.
Oh, amazing. I mean, you look at my wife. I know you know that Winnie is beautiful. It's like what do we call it now? It's in the eyes of the beholder, right? So I think my wife is lovely. It's like she's not. Yeah.
Kylie is absolutely beautiful. I know Kylie is absolutely amazing. But I just want to say that, hey, even Winnie wise, bro, like it's very, very similar, right? Like, for her, it's when you talk about I make, she spend kind of thing. No, that's not the case with me. That's not the case with Winnie. But
yeah.
Like even for her also, she's not exactly very, very keen in investing. But obviously, because I talk to her every time, things slowly start, shifting, start molding. And I believe again, we do talk about finances and all that, but I believe it will really progress where she will suggest to me, hey, Resh, how about we buy this company? I really believe so, man.
All right, man. This is very important. Communicating is very important. And you see, when you treat finance as a game together, you guys are teammates. You are not enemies, you see. So I mean, do teammates quarrel and stuff like that? Yes, but at the end of the day, you are actually on a journey together, and that's where you actually set a goal together and then do it together. Hey, by the way, this is Kailing's 10 kilometers timing. So
wow.
So
are you kidding me, bro?
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding you. And I mean, for those who know, I shouldn't disclose her age, but for those who know my age, she was my classmate. Y'all can go and imagine. So no joke. And she didn't start until a few years ago. So what? You look disgusted, bro.
Bro, I'm like, I can't beat her, bro.
Yeah, but it's a journey together. It's a journey together, and we sharpen each other together. And in terms of like in our finances, in our relationship, and I always think one key thing is, of course, biblically we actually study the word together. We can do it a lot more. So one thing, right? If you're a guy here, right? I want to share with you one key important wisdom how to communicate with your wife. Now, we want better finances for the family, correct? We want better things for the family. But remember, it's for the family. It's for the family. It's not for us. If it's for the family, put the family first. So sometimes when there's disagreement, make sure that you focus back. The why. The why is for the family. It's not to actually, I want to actually make money for the family, so that's why I focus on the money. And now you disagree with me, you become my enemy. hey, you got the whole concept wrong, you know. You know what I'm talking about?
Absolutely, man.
Yeah. So there's this particular thing that I realized a lot. It is one of the important verse. Actually my wedding ring. My wedding ring, I don't know whether y'all can see lah. My wedding band. You just gotten your wedding band, correct?
You remove your thing, then after you can show it, bro. Then
Yeah. Actually, I can't remove. Can I remove? Oh yeah, I can remove. Okay. So in my wedding band, right? Okay, I can't really see lah, but there's engraving inside. It is actually Ephesians 5:25 lah. Okay, I explain to you this. It is something very, very powerful. It says, husbands, love your wife, just as Christ loved the church and gave himself up for her. Now, so actually, right, if you understand this context, right, you must understand that love, when you say you love someone, right, it's not just when the person is lovable. Actually, we had this conversation before, right, bro?
Yeah.
The best time to love someone is when they are not so lovable. That is really love. If everybody, well, I mean, when your wife is pretty, when she's good mood, everything, okay lah, easy to love. But when there's quarrels or disagreement, that is the time to show real love. And how to show real love is by giving yourself up. You say sacrificing your soccer time, sacrificing the way that you want to do certain things. It is very important, you know. I think you must understand, loving is not like overpowering the person and forcing the person to do your way. It's not that. And when I think Rash mentioned it a lot of time, when love can solve a lot of issue. So yes, finances is an issue, but the root of it is whether your whole entire mentality and your whole entire heart of loving is there or not. When you're loving correctly, plus financial techniques, right? I think as a couple, super powerful. You will go a long way. You'll become super wealthy beyond what you can imagine. The kind of wealth that I have now, right, I can never imagine one. I was just a military officer making about 2,000 to 3,000 a month. And that was my reality, you know, until number one, I was triggered by the love of my family. And I said, no, I wanted to do something else for my family. And that has never, I forget it once in a while. Like last time I do fast-paced trading and I realized it's not suitable for me because when I do fast-paced trading, I begin to get frustrated with my family for disrupting me. And I realized, wrong already. I need to give that out. I need to change the technique. So I keep changing the wealth method so that I can fit the situation where I can love my family better. This is what I want to say.
Guys, wow, that was gold. That was gold. Do y'all get that, guys? Do y'all get that? Right, bro? Can you just repeat that again? Switch your wealth method so you can fit your family. Repeat that one more time.
Yes. So okay. Good. So initially, when we talk about your why is very important, right? I can tell you your why is very powerful to get you started. So my why is because I say I don't want to sacrifice my family anymore. I want to make sure I give the best to my family. That's why I started on a wealth journey to create wealth so that I can have better quality time with my family and provide better for them. Now there was a certain point in time where I was doing forex trading and certain trading, and when my family needed me, right, I felt frustrated at my family. I said, hey, don't disturb me. I'm actually creating money for you. Why are you disturbing me? Then I realized, hey, this is wrong. This method for creating wealth is not aligned with my why. My why is for the family. If I continue to dwell into this method, I'm actually losing the why because I'm actually having worse relationship with my family. So review your why, review your goals, but more importantly, never lose sight of your why. Focus more on your why. Focus on your goal, but never forget your why. That one is even more important.
Wow. Guys, that is gold. That is gold. Guys, if you all feel that is gold, type in gold, my friends. Type in gold in the comment section. I feel that is so powerful. And Sean, I'll remember that advice for the rest of my life, bro. Guys, this is life. My friends, if you feel this is important, I want you to share this video right now. I want you to share this video. Share this video. Why? Because this video will change lives. This video will help you. This video will help couples. This video will help change how. Oh man, come on now. If you care for your friends, share this video. Why? Because come on, you should share the video, right? Please do. It's just too good, man. It's just too good. Sean, thank you for sharing, bro. So continue your story, man. Anything else, so again, do you make any further mistakes? How's the relationship, and how do you all further invest? You talk about cash flow 101. Anything else, bro?
Oh, so now we like same thing. Actually, the key principles are there. We continue to set vision, and it's not a one-time vision. Every year we review it. We set another vision, and then we actually set aside money for our children. We also think about more things. As you progress in different stages, right, you realize that you need to grow. It is not one time. I can tell you, we are always growing. Like, I do not know every single thing. I'm still learning. And like, for example, we begin to think, with all this wealth, do we really give to our children? Is that the best for them? We do think about that. Sometimes we maybe the best gift for them is to make them go and do it themselves. We can give them the education, we can give them the knowledge, the rest of the money, probably not for them. Because if we give them money, sometimes it's more harmful for them. I know a lot of Asian parents like to do that, correct? I want to keep it for my... I want to give it to my... Okay, so again, back to the idea of finances, it is a resource. And a lot of family, a lot of like Asian parents, they want to keep resources so that they can give to their children as a gift of love. But I can tell you, you think what is true love? Sometimes true love is not giving them the easy way, it's to make them earn it themselves. And a lot of times after they leave a lot of inheritance behind, a lot of like siblings begin to quarrel and all that. No, we have to think beyond that. It's not like making them feel, wow, Papa actually give me something, he loved me. No, sometimes true love is not pointing back to yourself also. It's to make sure that the person actually do well. So another phase in life, I'll say that. Yeah.
Bro, I wanna share something, man. It is a very personal story to me, but it really came up to me, and I feel like it's the right time to share. I still remember back then in 2017. I think 2017, right? What happened was, that was when we went together to South Africa.
Okay.
Right. So again, that was my first ever big overseas boot camp that I did. And I was very, very thankful because it was a dream come true, right? For me to speak in South Africa. And hey man, I was flying all over the world. I was, South Africa, traveling over the world. I had opportunities because Sean opened up doors for me, and I started doing great things, getting different engagements.
You're amazing. You're amazing.
Right?
Yep.
No, thank you, man. But honestly speaking, at that point of time, I lost sight of what was important, right? To me, at that point of time, what was important was, traveling the world, doing stuff to inspire strangers. But I forgot what was truly important, right? And because of that point of life, because I was flying so high, I actually, lost my previous relationship, right? So I was in a previous relationship, and that dissolved and that broke down simply because I wasn't communicating anymore. I wasn't focused on what was truly important, and all I cared about was myself. Right?
Wow.
My own personal glory, my own personal success, my own personal, like adoration from whoever else. And that was what I was actually, focused on. And it was so, and I came back to Singapore to find a partner who felt that she didn't recognize me anymore. Right. And I was, to be honest, I was frustrated, right? I was frustrated. I was like, hey, don't you see my success? Don't you see all this money I have right now? Don't you see, hey, I can buy you anything you want? But, to her, she was like, I just want you, right? I don't want, like, whether you have $1 million or whether you have $1,000, I just wanted you. And, I didn't understand that. I was like, hey, I'm doing this for us. I'm doing this for you. I don't know how many of you can relate, right? Like, I was I'm doing this for you. Oi, woman. Right? But she's like, no, you're not. And because of that, eventually the relationship dissolved. I believe everything happens for a reason. But that was one of the main reasons why it actually dissolved. And I just want to share with you something, man. It was because of that one incident that, right now, together with Winnie, like no matter how far I go, no matter how huge I get, I know I'm meant for great things. I know that very soon, like the entire world will know both of us, bro. Like, I'm very, very sure of that, right? It's a matter of time. But I truly, truly believe that in the end of the day, what is the most important thing to me will be my relationship with Winnie and eventually with my family. I think that's the most important thing, and I never want to lose sight of that, right? So hey man, I've learned from my mistakes and I'll never commit them again, right? So if anytime at all, Winnie comes to me and tells me, hey, Rash, I need you, I'm going to be there, right? And that's the reason why I have achieved financial freedom. Financial freedom, very, very simply, is so that I can be there, right? And not to be a slave to my work. Guess what? Hey man, my family needs me, I'll leave my work and I'll be there, right? So that's number one to me, right? And again, that lesson really, really taught me that, bro. So I just felt like this is the appropriate time to share that. And you were part of the journey as well, right? Because you were there, you saw me.
I'm the one responsible for his breakup. No. I want to say that it takes a lot to share this. And I guess if you do not reflect on what is happening and you keep blaming others, one thing I realized, you see, Rash actually takes responsibility. He says that yes, it is his fault. You see, so if you don't take responsibility, you can't grow. And from there, he grew to understand, yes, what is really important. Are you going to please everyone? What really matters 10 years later? This is something that my boss actually told me now. He said, when you have to make two decisions, right, there's like, wow, both very tempting and attractive. what will matter 10 years later? Is it being there for your loved one, or actually going to another event or things like that? So which one will matter? 10 years later, the audience, maybe they can't remember you, or maybe one or two of them, there's this guy, I cannot remember. Is it Rush or Rouge or what? but your loved ones, it matters to them you're there or not. I think that's very important. Right.
Yeah, dude. I think that's very, very important, guys. And I hope this message resonates with you all. I know that there's one person in here. I know there are a few people in here who needed to hear this. I know you needed to hear this. Hey, man, what are you chasing? Are you chasing money? Or are you chasing your why, right? What are you exactly changing? I think today's message was so important. It's so powerful. My friends, one more time, my friends. If you feel this message is powerful, type in powerful, my friends. Type in powerful, and please share this video, right? Share this video. Make sure this video is shared. Why? Because people need to hear this message. Oh man, Sean, I feel like this is our most powerful Tycoon Thursday.
Oh, I love this, man. I love this. Right.
Hey man, like your why and what's really important, yeah?
This true wealth. It's not really about money, correct? I mean, money is one portion that is just a resource. This is true wealth.
And guys, my friends, this is absolute true wealth. And today is my man Sean Sia's wedding anniversary with his beloved Kai Ling. Sean, do you have a message for Kai Ling? I know she's watching. Tell her the message, bro.
Well, I mean, I've been saying this for many years. Every time I say the same thing, but it doesn't change. I mean, she's really the pillar of my life, and she's really my best friend. She's really my best friend, and I have to go and think of some poems to say, right? Okay, usually I'm the cheesy guy, the guy who spout nonsense, right? But really, I mean, to Kai, I really love you. Like she lights up my life. She's the most important thing in my life. Yep.
Absolutely, man. Sean, again, happy anniversary, brother.
Thank you so much.
Guys, flood the comment section right now with happy anniversary, right, to Sean and Kai Ling. And Kai Ling, I look forward to getting to know you better, right? Again, very soon I'm going to be married to Winnie, right? I can't wait to marry her. And again, I'm watching you and Sean, right? I watch you and Sean, and hey, I hope to be half the couple that you guys are. I want to live a fantastic life with Winnie as well. And hey, I'm really looking up to you guys. So yeah, right. I wanna say something. Guys. Like I feel very prompted to do something for you, bro. I feel very, very prompted to pray. I want to pray for you and Kai Ling. I just want to pray. Dear Lord, bless my brother Sean. Bless Kai Ling. Lord, lead them in your ways. Give them love, more love, Lord. Show God's love. May God's love envelop both of them so that they may be a blessing to their children, so that their children will grow up to be role models, so their children will grow up in your great goodness and love. And Lord, I just want to pray that, you bless them with so much prosperity, so much peace, so much joy, so they may be a blessing to other couples all around the world. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray, man. Amen.
Amen. And then, interestingly, I love the way you emphasize the word joy. I mean, my three children, it's called Tian Le, Wen Le, and Ke Le, and all means joy. So that's important to us, right?
Wow, dude, no coincidences, brother. No coincidences, man. No coincidences. Hey, man. So anyways, guys, right now I have something absolutely amazing to share with you all. Right, I have something very, very amazing to share with you all. And the one thing that is amazing to share with you all is this. I want to actually share with you all a way you all can actually start investing using options, right? So if you're a couple, but you're like, hey, man, Resh, I want to start off as a couple, but I don't have a lot of money, for example. I don't have a lot of capital. How do I actually start with, small capital, right? If that's your question, hey man, I created something very, very special for you all. So let me just share with you all what it is about, right? So let me just share my screen right now. So I created this one curriculum, this one course called Building a Hyper Profitable Options Portfolio with Small Capital, right? If you want to build a hyper profitable options portfolio, say yes, guys. If you want a super profitable portfolio, type in yes. And if you want to start off with a small capital, Sean, can you just share how much do you need to start options, investing? How much do you need, bro?
Seriously, $100. I mean, I'm talking about if you have more money, you have more choices, but $100 is enough to get started. And do start as soon as possible. Right.
100%, man, 100%. So I actually have this very hyper profitable option portfolio with small capital. And let me just show you, right? So I created this entire thing myself, and again, I talk about how to trade great companies with small capital. Fantastic. Even if you want to trade Amazon, how do you trade Amazon with small capital? I actually shared that, right? So I talked about bullish strategies, small portfolios, bearish strategies. And on top of that, I have live sessions there as well, where I do live portfolio review, live trades, live case studies, minimal capital, infinite returns. All of that is there. And I always update with regards to whenever I find opportunities with small capital needed. All of it is there. It's an absolutely amazing thing to actually use. It's an absolutely amazing thing. So let me just share basically what it's about and stuff like that, right? So very, very simple, my friends. I just want to share with you all that, hey, let me just go back to my StreamYard, yeah? All right, so anyways, so I'm here. So let me just share my screen again one more time. Right, so if you all can actually see, this is basically what it is, right? Building a hyper profitable options portfolio. If you want this, type in yes, type in I want, type in I want. If you want it, type in I want. Fantastic, fantastic. I see the comment section right now. And very, very simply, it's meant for beginners or advanced. If you're a beginner, if you're advanced, it's perfectly fine. What will you learn in this? Very, very simply, you learn about instant cash flow. You learn about how to profit on the same techniques that Buffett's use, right? You learn about risk management, how to use little money and manage your risk, right? Very, very important risk management. You'll also learn about generating powerful returns using a small sum. When I talk about small sum, I'm talking about anywhere between even $100, $300. You can actually do it already, right? So you have no excuse. Sean, do they have any excuse?
No excuse at all. I mean, if you want to spend energy finding excuse, myself, you just go into this and start to make money, correct?
Absolutely,
Safely.
man. Absolutely. So that's number 4. And number 5, very, very simply, you can also learn about how to make money coming down as well, right? Using very, very little money and very little risk. So you learn all of this. So who is this for? This is meant for people who are beginners, complete beginner. This is Daksha again. He started with a very small portfolio and now it's grown. And again, that's fantastic. This is Daksha, right? It's meant for people who are advanced, right? People who are old, all of that as well. You get to copy live trades. I share about live trades. I show all of that in there as well, right? And very, very simply, my friends, I just want to share with you all that, hey, for this information that we share in full in our class, very, very simply, the entire thing, the value is easily over $35,000. But I just want to share with you all that, hey, it's not going to be this amount. It's not even going to be 5,997. The entire thing, right? The entire thing for my hyper options portfolio, very, very simply, is going to be not for 3,597. Today, if you want to sign up, it's going to be for a grand total sum of $97. That's it.
Wow.
All right. So for $97, you guys get to learn about how to build a hyper profitable portfolio with small capital. My friends, you have to get this right now. Go and get it. Sean, is this a crazy good deal or what?
I mean, typically it's really like you want to learn things like that. It costs $3,000 to $5,000, like what we do in the past in Africa. I think at least they pay like, I mean, even online. I remember Africa, we had an online program.
Yes.
They also pay like 4 figures at least. This is a great deal.
This is an absolutely insane deal. So it's only $97, my friends. Go and sign up right now. I'm not going to make this available forever. This is going to be available until midnight. Why? Because it's too much value, man. We need to actually up the price very, very soon. So, hey, man, if you really want to actually benefit from this, go and sign up. tinyurl.com/hyper options. This will teach you about how specifically to build the options portfolio with small capital. The strategies in there are specifically for small capital. You will really enjoy this. You will learn so much from this. And there are live case studies that apply right now as we speak, right now. So make sure you go and get it. There are very good case studies in there. I'm sure you will benefit so much. My friends, go and sign up. tinyurl.com/hyper options, right? So again, can you all put it in the comment section right now, right? And go and sign up. This is available right now. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you all. And my friends, today, I just really, really hope that you've been blessed by Tycoon Thursday. I love this session. Sean, dude, this is our best session yet, bro.
I think so. Wow.
Dude, guys, how many of y'all love Tycoon Thursday? If you love it, type in love it, my friends. If you love it, type in love it. Again, one more time, share this video because it will bless so many people with hyper options. You have to get it. It's absolutely amazing. Go and get it right now. And Sean, one last word for a couple out there who are looking to invest, looking to start their investing journey together. What's one piece of advice you give them, man?
Sit down together, write a vision in love, and then live into the vision.
Live into the vision. I love that, man. I love that. Live into the vision. Dude, so powerful, brother. So powerful. Oh, man. Sean, bro,
Yeah,
this is going to change the lives of so many couples. You know that, bro?
I do hope so. And really, I think more couples, as you actually pass this information down, it will change the whole entire world.
Oh, man. Absolutely, man. I love it. It's so beautiful. Guys, I hope you enjoyed Tycoon Thursday, my friends. I look forward to seeing you next week on Tycoon Thursday. And one more time, Sean, happy anniversary to both you and Kailing. May God
Thank you so
bless you
much.
richly with much love, hope, and joy. Absolutely amazing, bro. Thank you very much, guys, joining us Tycoon Thursday. It's a wrap. We will see you next week.